Welcome back to College Football Game Night.
All right, Kenny, it's my favorite time of the night. It's time to break down some film from Oregon. A lot to break down tonight in this one. We're going to start with the defense. What really stood out to you in this game?
Yeah, so I wanted to kind of look at one of the fourth down stops from the second half. It's 4th and 7, early fourth quarter here. Oregon's going to come out and they're going to show a 6-up look, right? And so anytime when you're in a situation like this, there could be droppers, there could be blitzers, but Oregon really wants to kind of put some stress on the offensive line. But what you do get, you're going to have two safeties capping both the slot receivers here. One of the things I get all the time from fans is, it's 4th and 7. Why is he so deep? This is why, right? Having that depth allows Evan Williams to play this downhill, right? Washington State's trying to create a rub there, right? Basically a pick. They're not able to do this. Now, a great job by Tuioti on the rush to get his hands on it. But even if he does, Evan Williams is going to knock him out of bounds 2 yards short there. He's able to get downhill on this. We'll look at it one more time. You see he's waiting to catch there, and he's just driving downhill, right? We call that play it flat-footed, right? So when you see that depth, right, they're trying to stay out of the wash there. They're trying to play that downhill rather than getting picked where Wazoo wants them to be.
I think that was an important stop, too, as well as Washington was trying to make some sort of comeback or semblance of one, too. But the offense, the big change in this one, we've kind of talked about this already several times, the running game. What did you see in the change from the Oregon offense?
Gap schemes, right? So Oregon wants to be an inside zone running team, create as many double teams as they can, basically. But today they had to go to gap schemes because of how much Washington State was kind of moving and spiking their front, both pre and post snap, right? They would shift one way and then they would shift after the snap, made things really hard in the zone. So here what you're going to see is just good old counter. One of my favorite football plays ever. Down, down, kick out, wrap. And then you're going to run it right up the middle. Great kick out there. And you see how close James is staying to that middle line, right? Allows Herbert to use his inside shoulder on that backer, and then he's off to the races. So here's what Wazoo was doing a ton, right? You're going to get a blitzer into the B gap there, and then you're going to get that slide into the boundary from those two DTs. And then right here, this is what when we taught our running backs counter, we told them you're running up the center, right? You're running the dotted line until you don't have to. And Jordan James does such a good job of that. I think that's maybe one area that he's a little better than Bucky, right? He really sticks and bangs it a lot, right? Runs behind his pads. And so I think that adjustment, and they ran a few different plays. You saw some pin and pull, you saw toss crack, you saw some fly sweeps. I thought that was a really good adjustment by Will Stein in the offense.
I think it was great, the adjustments that they needed to make, because that first quarter, definitely not the offense we were used to seeing for Oregon at all in that one. Of course, good win for Oregon. We'll see how they'll be able to rebound, obviously, over next week when they get ready to take on Utah. But much